doing today? Hope we're feeling good. I started this yesterday and didn't finish it, so I thought this will be a wonderful way to start my painting morning. Get some colors that I need. Oh, I even have a gray. It might be a glaze, I'm not sure. Just lining my colors up here. Ah, yeah. Let's get this party started. Here's another gray. Pink at some point. May just go ahead and put the pink in there. All right. Might not be the best time of day to do a live stream because nobody's here. One person is here now. Okay, maybe some people will show up. I'm gonna get started on refining. Here is probably the brightest highlight on the entire bow, so I can see it very clearly. Gloss medium, maybe this will work. I have golden gloss medium. I'm gonna use it to help and let me see if I have a little container around here I could put it in. How about I put it in here for now? Wow, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is here. Awesome. Hi, Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Welcome. It's medium. So I'm just kind of spreading it around my bow. Very much for the compliments. And hi, Robbie. Thank you for the thumbs up, too. I appreciate it. A gloss medium. Area. And then I'm going to work back in some really hyper-realistic details. This bow yesterday on my live stream. If anybody is interested in seeing the way it began, it was in the live stream directly before this one. I think it was day 172 of my 365-day online art quest, where I've decided that I would share my artwork, my private practice, with the public at large on YouTube. And it's been a pretty awesome experience so far. One follower on April 3rd, the follower was my son, my 9-year-old son, who was 8 at the time, but now he's 9. And now I have over 500 followers, so my channel is growing, which is awesome. Share this live? I don't know. Can you? I don't know how that works. I don't mind. Hello. Oh, wow. That's Korean. That's a Korean. Ashang, maybe. Hey, Omizu, good morning. Thank you. I started it yesterday in my live chat, and I worked on it for like 25 minutes, and then I had to go. So today I decided to come back to it. Really tighten it up with some fine details. Coming along. Oh, you were watching. Oh, cool. Oh, it's Mars in Korean. Okay. Cool. I'm trying to learn Korean on Duolingo. I really enjoy learning the alphabet, and I really enjoy learning Korean. It's just so wild. When I understand something, I feel so good because it's so foreign to me. So, 안녕하세요. 좋아요. 감사합니다. Is still really fun to paint on. It's a little unusual with the texture, but I like it. I'm gonna raise this up. I'm gonna make this bow loop a little bigger because and out of the contour line of the bow, and I don't want just a blotch of paint floating out there on its own. I want this to be really clean. Annyeonghaseyo, 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 hello. Awesome. I could read that. Oh, good morning, Oh. How do you do? It's so bright right here. It's kind of, I wish it was just a little softer. It's shining in my eyes there. Maybe that helps if I do that. I had to turn the light a little bit. So much darker. Fast, and today I'm going slow. Making progress with your 30 seconds to masterpiece. Out. Looking for some more colors here. Take out this blue here. Yes, I want to make a nice blue highlight. Yes, speeding up the process. It's, I can relate to that. Good, what you had done already looked so cool. I need some like fluorescent, really, but oh wait, is this fluorescent red? No. I think if I mix this red with this pink there, I'll get this color that I need to reflect onto the bow. I'll use this end of my brush. mix these colors. Color to me. Loop right there. It's kind of big. It goes all the way down to this loop here. To get that in there. Do that edge. Sometimes I talk about the hardest way to paint a still life. And now I'm going to talk about the easiest way to paint a still life. For me, having the object right there above what I'm looking at, this has got to be the easiest way to paint a still life. It's like the object is right there. I don't have to move my eye very far from the paper to the object. It's like it's not moving. Easier than this. Paint up. Sometimes the paint gets little, sits around and it gets a little thick like that, and then I can't really get my brush in it, you know, like it's like really thick. See how thick that is? So I'm gonna fix that though with some water. I'm just gonna pour some of this water that I'm using to rinse my brush in. Pour that right into the gray. Now, if I was gonna thin down white, I would want to use clear water so that I didn't white, but this is gray, so I can use the cloudy water, the water that has paint particles already floating around in it. Back to life. Need a lot of one color, then I'll mix up a lot. But if I only need a little bit, like this is not a very big painting. So I don't need this whole container to be filled with gray. Like this little bit will go a long way. Like my brush will be able to pick this up a lot better. What? Yeah. Okay. So I don't waste all this paint that's stuck on here. I'll just sweep it off with my little brush. Okay. Now I've got some gray. Play this. Actually, is that paper? I guess it's paper. I was thinking I could leave the little blue detail in there and that would be awesome, but it's actually the color of paper. It's not the color of background in that little tiny spot there. Color of the bow, rather. Like a bluish gray. Oh, I really like this bluish gray. It's Thursday. Day after today till the weekend. Much about the weekend. If I didn't have a 9-year-old who goes to school, and he gets sad when it's over. It's some green. I moved the bow up here. I had it down here and I could see the green reflected in it last night. That was pretty cool. I'm gonna just try to leave that green, even though now it's like, it looks like it looks like this bow that I'm painting is being reflected into the real thing. Right there. Curly Q here. That up. Says sorry. Hi, sorry. Welcome. Welcome to the live chat. Thanks for being here. How are you today? Of food reviews. Hi. Jory. Jory love food reviews. That name? Welcome to the chat. Bo yesterday on the live stream, and I would try to finish it. Right in here, this should be blue. Thank you. Oh. For all the thumbs up. I appreciate it very much. I think all different types of art are very enjoyable. Commission projects for people because I like to, would never paint if people didn't commission me to paint them. For example, a woman in Tennessee wanted a painting of two pink flamingos in water with the sun setting and a rainbow in the background. And cool, I can do that. And I did it, and it was something I never would have painted if she hadn't asked me to do it and paid me to do it. It was a good job. Looking at sculptures by other artists. Series of paintings called Seeing Oneself and Others because I paint other artists' sculptures from direct observation. So I just look at them like I'm looking at this bow, very concentrated, and painting other artists' sculptures super hyper realistically. That work I showed in a museum, I had a museum show, Tennessee Valley Museum of Art this summer. It was fun. Texture of the paper being on the bow is interesting, but I think I want it to be a little more smooth. So I'm just gonna try putting this coat of medium. It might be too much. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. I'm doing a little experimenting. Sharing is my private practice, not like talking to myself. If you weren't here, I'd be listening to a book or something, a book on Audible or something. Yeah. There's a really good artist on Instagram. He paints primarily faces, like all the time. Like his name is Andrew Kadima. He might be a good one to check out for inspiration painting facial features. Paint portraits of people from photographs or people posing for you, or what are your, or are they drawings, paintings? I guess you said paintings. Yeah, paintings. That's cool. Gary explains that his mom used to do portraits. He never really tried. Always art and design. Oh, cool. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you subscribing. That's awesome. Wonderful. Don't know me, my name is Melodie Provenzano, and I am a art practice, my private art practice with the public through being on YouTube and growing my YouTube channel. Yay, Gary just subscribed. That's awesome. Thank you, Gary. Up here in this corner. Tiny bit of inventing because I don't have the bow on a piece of paper exactly like the paper that the painting's on in the exact spot. If I could, it would be helpful to put this bow right on the blue of a piece of paper of the same kind of paper. And then I would get really accurate, more accurate reflections. See if I have, where did I put that paper? Ah, here it is. This might change things up a little bit. Hey, you're a preppy girl. Well, thank you, Gary. You have a good day too. Hi, you're a preppy girl. Okay, so this is the paper I start with. So really like the bow, oh man, I just moved it completely, huh? The bow is like there, all right? So this is pretty cool. See, look, now I get to see what it really looks like. So now I have to tape it right there. And then when I'm ready to do the shadow, I'll move it up a little bit when I'm ready to do the shadow. Let's get some tape. Oh, maybe I don't want to tape on the surface actually because I'm afraid like it'll maybe lift off some of the glitter, which it did. It lifted off a little bit of the glitter. All right. I don't want to tape on this glitter. Boy, issues. Let's put the tape here. It's not touching any glitter. All right. Will that be enough to hold this up? Now we can see what's going on, and if I was smart, I would mix them just to pull from. Now everything, like, everything's changed. Now that I moved, go down, the light source has changed even. Like, this whole thing up here is different now. And I kind of like how it's different. There's a little pink up here that I see right there. Change it. I'm gonna go for it and just paint over what I had already painted. Hurt the painting because the more layers I put on this bow, like the more it'll stand off the paper, and then feel when I'm finished with it. I want to create the illusion of depth and space and this, or the illusion of objecthood. I want this object, the illusion of an object, like trompe l'oeil, basically. Like, I really like trompe l'oeil. Doesn't have blue reflected in it anymore. Blue. It's got pink in it. Blue. Black. Paint. And I have a 0 Blickmaster Synthetic. A little too thick, though. really is reflected. The sky is really reflected in this bow up here. Incredible what's happening right in this little spot right here. Fade from blue to pink is being reflected right here in this part of this loop. It looks amazing. And I'm going to try to replicate that awesomeness. Oh, this edge. Pink, pink, pink. Here is some blue of the paper. Shadow. Shadow's going to be very nice. And I'm seeing that green again. Hey, Nadja, I'm so happy to see you again. How are you? How is Switzerland? Art project's been coming along. Oh, good. What's going on? Do you have good news for us? It's raining here. Just started raining. I can hear it. I can hear it on the roof. Oh, That's so cool. I'm so happy for you that you got your ears pierced. I remember when I got my ears pierced. It was a communion present for me. My Aunt Dee Dee took me to get my ears pierced. What's in your ears right now? In Switzerland. Cool. Starts out kind of rough. Persevere. Little spot too. Smiley studs. That sounds awesome. So happy for you. Goose. I was thinking about the shadow, but I'm not going to put the shadow in just yet because there's more, it's quite a bit more refining to do. The bow to do the shadow, then all this stuff here will, all the detail will move too, and I don't really want that to happen at the moment. Keep the bow right where it is and keep working on the detail. Shadow in. blue here. And I can push it a little black. Oh, I see that this blue color again. I really need to mix this blue up. It's in this container here. It's also very thick. Look how thick it is. It's so thick it actually stands up. But it's got some life in it. So we'll just put some water into it. Man, it is a rainy day here. Snowy day in Switzerland. Rainy day in Tennessee. Back in working order. Wow, Shadow Milk. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Shadow Milk Cookie. You remind me of all the long form videos I want to make and haven't made. Like how to draw Shadow Milk Cookie in 5 easy steps or 10 easy steps. Good. I'm having fun as usual painting. Working on this metallic bow here. Noticing how the edge, when it gets right to the edge of the bow loop, it really, really reflects the glitter paper in itself. Finest little details, the finest little line right here. Brighter white light. Shadow Milk, thank you for letting me know. Some of this blue down here being reflected onto here. Just a little to try and see it better. There. Oh no, why did I do that? Why did I move my still life? I mean, I know why I did it, but okay, not too much has changed. Way to paint a still life is to set it up and don't move it. You know? If you move it, then it changes. And then when you're looking at it, you're like, that's different than it was before. And if you're me, then you get like too obsessed with what you're seeing and you change it to how you're seeing it, not to how you painted it the first time. In there, gotta get some black. Gotta define this area a little bit better. It's like a little, so to speak. This came from here. And nice to see you again. Day, I hope. The kind words. Thanks, Shadow Milk. See. All right, where did that green color go? Where did that green color go that I had last night? Aha, maybe it's still good. Find out. It's pretty dried up. Paint. Paint. All right. I have to put water in this paint. Mix it up so that I can use it. Stir stick. I know this is not the most fun part, mixing the paint. I need the paint to be the right consistency in order for me to use it without too much trouble. Love shiny stuff too. I think we're in the category, no, we're not in the category of babies, but babies, babies love shiny stuff too. Babies, me, and Shadow Milk love shiny stuff. Out there who like shiny stuff, probably. Much water, a little too much water, but we'll start. Ooh, I just heard thunder. Storm a-coming. Okay. Let's see. What I've got going on here. I see gray, little gray cutout area right there. And then here. And this comes down. I have drawn here is it's going to be bigger. It's going to side. kind of messy, but I don't mind because I'm going to paint over it. Just trying to draw it in here, trying to see it for the shape that it is. It's gonna go on this edge. That's what that beeping noise is for my friends. Light gray triangle in there. Little curve. There. Okay. that's this, and in here, area right in here needs to be opened up. It's kind of messy. All right. I'm gonna hit it with a dark line so I can see it. See where I'm drawing it. See where it is. It kind of goes all the way over to here. Here is now blue. This. Ooh. But that's me tapping my foot, releasing some sort of like energy. This edge. Whoa. How about that for a lot of blue? Gonna take some of that off. More of this blue right here. Ooh, maybe too dark. All in here. edge of this needs to be. Well, I am now going to go and eat breakfast. Everyone has a great day or evening or all that jazz. And I'll be back to perfect this bow at some point. Maybe someday I'll figure out a schedule. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. I didn't sleep very well last night. Oh, so I'm a little tired. But, yeah. I'll be back to finish at some point. And I really thank you all for tuning in and being here. I appreciate it. Have a great day and peace on earth. And happy making art. If you're an artist, don't forget to share it with me on my community page if you're so inclined. I'd love to see what you're up to. All right. Bye, folks. See you later.